Good evening or good morning to everyone here. Welcome over to Race 3 here at Darlington for the NR2003 KFC Fantasy Series. And yes, there's been some... Actually, it's been a crazy start to the season, for Season 2. Especially with the first two races that we've done, Daytona and Talladega. Ray Army has smashed both races by taking two back-to-back wins, which is the first time since Solomon Sheridan last season to do so. However, in the later race, there had been some controversy in regards to, the victory of Ray and Army. Apparently, there was some race fixing going along, thanks to her teammate Terry Lowell. Apparently, team orders had been used to make Ray and Army win a race by blocking Riley Hill, who was leading until the very last turn before the start finish line. But however, it turns out that this was not true. In fact, it was more of a factor with the car from Terry Lowell that's caused Ryan Army to gain draft and win the race from Riley Hill. But anyway, that's all. That's all done. No further issues going along. Yeah, the feud has ended. But let's see how this race will stand for. Hopefully, Darlington, we can see probably a different winner than Ryan and Army, obviously, unless Ryan and Army wants to go for 3 in a row. That'll be a record for a driver at this time. Right, let's get on with the qualifying grid. And who will start on pole? Richard Herman will start on pole position alongside Richard Petty Jr. in the number 43. Will start alongside him. LaForge Henry, an amazing qualifying for the young female driver. She'll start third place, obviously. Dylan Hayden will start fourth. Jerry Chen, a promising qualifying for him and JC Motorsports, he'll start fifth. John Appleseed will start from sixth. Solomon Sheridan, last year's championship contender, will start seventh. Joy Maddox eighth. Drew Walker ninth. And John Palmer 10th. That is your top 10 starting grid. So, it seems in this race that I'm going to be commentating alone, sadly. First time since the first race of Daytona that I've commentated alone. Unless anyone wants to come in. If anyone wants to come in the commentary box and don't have access, feel free to speak to a moderator, any of the 3 moderators, Jerry Chen, Rich Petty Jr., and who else? I forgot. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, let's get on with the race. Oh, and Kendrick Meeks, my bad. Yeah, Kendrick Meeks, the other moderator.
Drivers, start your engines.
Here we go. Let's see. Let's see how the cars will start rolling. To see if the car starts moving. And here comes the cars. Oh, there might be a bit of a problem. Isn't there a bit of a problem? Oh, that's weird. What's happening to Riley Hill? What's he doing? There must be a problem with Riley Hill in the pits, but I don't know what's going on. If this race goes on without him, I'm not going to allow that. This race has to go on. He ain't staying there. Yeah, sorry. The race, has to be resetted for now. I don't want anyone failing to start this race. No one. So let's see how this will work for a second time. Why is some cars smoking? Why is Jerry Chan smoking? Jerry Chan appears to be smoking. I don't know what's going on with him. This is stupid. I want everyone to start. I'm gonna do a test. 'Cause all cars have to start. Anyone fails to start, we don't count it as a race. Oh well, all the cars have started. Anyway, let's start again. Right. Yeah, all the cars have started. They're now rolling behind the safety car. Oh, ran an army all the way to the back. Not to forget. Oh, forgot to show you the rest of the qualifying grid. The bottom 3 positions. Yes, Ray and Army, the winner in the last 2 races, will start dead last. What bad comments were going on. Tyler, well, her teammate will also start towards the back. 31st place. Oh, we have a new driver coming up. He will be joining us in this race from now on, I guess. His name is, well, we don't actually have a name, but he is known as Imperius Delta, as we can find him. Well, we'll find him eventually, but right now the race is on. And we're going on the way. Richard Herman staying where he is, as LaForge Henry is getting so close to him. Ooh, look at Jerry Chan rolling. Oh my goodness me, I think we may have a collision. Oh no. Is that Dylan Hayden? And he went into the wall. What was happening to? Oh my goodness me, I think we're going to have a wreck coming up. Oh my goodness me, that was a bit slow. Not many cars have been affected. Fortunately enough, the yellow flag is out. We gotta take a replay. There is Imperius Delta in the GoDaddy number 10 car. Yes, the same car the legendary Danica Patrick has driven. Imperius Delta. Let's see what he can do in his first race. We'll go to the replay and find out what caused the wreck, well, or the collision, more if you call that. Is that Tari Lowell? I can see the number 9 hanging around the distance. Oh, yeah. There's Arthur Xavier in his new monster number 51 scheme for this race. Let's see. Dylan Hayden. Let's see how he ended up into the wall. Oh, he got pushed into the wall. So he must have been affected at least a bit of a scratch on the side of his car before bounding into this. John Palmer getting rolled over, and then we see we have Kendrick Meeks getting involved as well. Kendrick Meeks got involved as well. Oh, we have another Hill mixed car, Riley Hill, but I don't think they're seriously affected. At least they just got prevented, At least they avoided quite well. Maybe not perfect, but at least they avoided just before any further, any further the damage comes into. Let's watch it again. Yeah, that was close. A bit of a hit, but not enough at least to affect him damage-wise. We'll go on board. John Palmer. Oop. Oh, Arjashavia got a scratch on the side of his car. Go on board Dylan Hayden. He got bashed into the wall, I think by John Appleseed, as you can see passing by on this very side of his car. And then we got John Palmer tried to avoid before smashing him into the wall, taking him and a couple of other cars with him. Now that is a automatic yellow flag. The Porsche Henry's in the lead right now. John Palmer all the way to the back after a promising 10th place start. Okay, we're green again, and Jerry Trent takes the move alongside the Lavorge Henry, and he takes the lead this time. And Solomon Sheridan as well gains grip on the inside. Lavorge Henry starts slipping back. Richard Petty Jr. doing the same as well, and the unfortunate Austin Leong is there alongside. Ooh, hopefully none of the cars hit the wall again. And they're all doing okay. Jerry Chen is now leading, I think, a couple of laps from now. Since then, as he's got Solomon Sheridan right behind him. And he wants to take his third and record victory, at least for the series. Funnily enough to say. And now he's got Richard Petty making it a three-way battle for the lead. Jerry Chen still holding on. Ooh, that was a bit of a push back from Richard Petty Jr. Don't know what was going on. Jerry Chen still leading. He wants to get GC Motorsports their first ever win as a team. Someone Sheridan driving an independent car, the number 11 FedEx Denny Hamlin car. The number 11. Ooh, who came out of the pits? Who came out of the pits? That Appleseed? What was going on with Appleseed? Why is he in the pits? And he's definitely lapped out. Uh-oh. What's going on with John Appleseed? I think, obviously, he was involved in that little collision with Dylan Hayden and Riley Hill, I think. Well, and John Palmer, of course. And so he's certainly not having a good day very early in this race. Let's see how he entered the pits. He entered the pits, appears to be as normal. He was up as far as 7th place before coming into the pits. Literally out of nowhere. I think maybe something to do with his tires. I think he wants to make a very early pit stop. at least to save time. Hopefully, when others pit, then he can definitely have the advantage of keeping on from there. But of course, that's not much guarantee whether he's gonna get back up towards the front. Obviously, as you saw him now, he has been lapped down. I think a couple of laps, at least a lap down from the leaders. So this is not already a good race for him, as he already is in between. He is already in between 4th and 5th. There is Drew Walker. Drew Walker is driving as much as he can. He knows John Appleseed is friendly to him to give him a pass when he think to do so. Or not yet, as John Appleseed is trying to work on his car. Now he's got new tires on. What do you expect? I don't know what's going on. In fact, if you see, John Appleseed is actually gaining a bit of ground now to try and outlap himself, like we saw it with Tari Lowell back at Talladega. Jerry Train continues to lead. Who just joined in? Tari Lowell just joined in.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here because I got nothing else better to do.
Fair enough.
What'd I miss?
Well, I mean, not a lot. Well, we had a yellow flag, obviously. It wasn't actually a wreck. It was more of a collision with, I think, John Palmer and Dylan Hayden went into the wall and then got other cars collected with him, including John Palmer and a couple of others. I just forgot right now. As we see, Jerry Chen is leading, and we got JC Motorsport 1-2 here. Jerry Chen leading alongside his teammate Richard Petty Jr. and Joey Maddox up into 3rd place. But we see John Appleseed.
It is confirmed that Petty Jr. will be not driving for JC next year and will be driving the 43 for SLR.
43 for SLR. That's an interesting story. I think he was thrilled by the shocking performances that SLR did a couple of races before. Well, in the last couple of races with 2 back-to-back wins, and he wants to join that team. I think. I guess the relationship with his current team got a little sour, over time, and then that's what come to the decision. That's what I've heard. Anyway, we're seeing Tari Lowell here. We're seeing a Tari Lowell here. John Appleseed is still trying to get unlapped. He's preventing Drew Walker from getting past. So Solomon Sheridan is slipping back already. He was as far as 2nd quite a few laps ago. Now he's down into 5th.
That one car is out, correct?
Who's out? Let me check the leaderboard. Well, you must have seen the ticker, but not me. Oh, the one car is out.
I did. It said, yeah, the one is out. It said -9, and I'm like, okay. And here comes Petty Jr. to take the lead on team owner / teammate Jerry Chen.
Richard Petty Jr. wants to get his first win if he can. Ooh. John Appleseed seems to have other ideas. He wants to get the lap back from Joey Maddox in 3rd place. Don't know what he's doing. I mean, we all know from
the 4 car, I saw it just drop. I saw the 4 car just drop on the start. Like, I saw a little bit of it, but they just dropped.
That's it.
And it looks like SLR's dropping as well.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously it was quite surprising. Well, a little unsurprising to see right here an Army, or at least an SLR car at the back, literally at dead last. We see Leland Hill making up lost ground. We see Leland Hill making up for lost ground.
Cars must have had some issues during qualifying then.
Well, yeah, I'll say. Surprising enough, who just joined as well? Who was that? Oh, James Jameson just joined in. Yo.
Hey, James. What race is after this one, by the way? I was wondering.
What race? After this? I think Kentucky.
Okay, yeah.
Lynn Hill
Oh,
is
never
making
mind.
up those
Lowell's making moves. Lowell's making moves back there. I see
right there.
them trying to pass the 10 car as the 18, as they're too wide.
Two
Both
teammates.
SLR cars.
Two teammates once again are together, at least at some point as we saw on screen at least. I think they're like a bond to each other. At least they're working together to make up loss to make up much position as they can. That's what paid off in the last two races.
Everybody running bumper to bumper down the front straightaway.
I was gonna mention
Lowell's pushing. Lowell's trying to help. Oh, they're 3 wide. Here we go.
it's a bit risky.
Into the wall.
It's a bit risky because you know what
That
happened to the
almost-
cars that went under the
almost
wall.
went-
Richard
that almost-
Richard
that
Herman.
almost-
Looking for the pass.
Richard Herman is dropping. He was on pole today, and now he's as low as 19th place.
Pole sitter's having an issue, I guess. Maybe hydraulics.
Probably. Well,
Yeah,
there you are. There's James
To
Jimison.
mention what happened yesterday. I don't know why. I don't know why the heck those people just decided to jump issues. It's sad.
Avery Hamilton up to 8th. Don't know where he started, but he's doing well at least for now. Oh, yeah. Not yet. The leader has not changed yet. Richard Pace still leading. The Jerry Chen is trying to make a move
All over his back
alongside.
bumper.
The lead is increasing. I think for the first time we see at least a group of cars gaining, away from the other cars. It's the two JC Motorsports cars
Yeah.
and are battling for the lead.
36, it looks like much faster than the 43 coming out of the corner. Caught up to him on his back bumper down the back straightaway.
Why is this frozen? Okay, something has gone on.
Yeah, it's lagging on my side, but I'm like, okay.
Of course, it's lagging hell. I think it's to do with the ticker.
Fine.
43 now leading the 36 down the front straightaway
Oh,
about
for
it by
crying
about 2
out
car
loud.
lengths.
It is lagging again. Oh, crying out loud.
I think it might be. Actually, I don't know what it would be.
It's certainly not my internet.
Okay, that 20 car.
He's
how many
holding.
laps down is that 20 car? Is that just
He's
one
like
lap down?
one lap down, yes, and he is still right in front of Drew Walker. I think Drew Walker is getting impatient alongside him. He's now treating the same as what Us Leon did, I think, to him. Well, to everyone else last year.
Are the 90 and the 20 teammates?
19 to
Or
20.
are they not? Because I can't.
Well,
tell.
a 90's not in a
90,
team,
I
at least. No, they're not. JC Motorsports.
Oh,
That's in. I
was
think that's
wondering.
CT Motorsports, if I can recall.
Okay. Okay, because I was wondering, because I'm like, they're holding up, like, he's holding up like an entire, like, 2 lead lap cars. I think it's time for him to, like, move out of the way.
He's gonna get more pressure as more cars are coming in, and I think more cars are gonna get really impatient if he still refuses to make a move.
Well, if he doesn't, he's just gonna get there has been proof that NASCAR can black flag drivers for going too slow, as Sheridan's gonna try to pass Walker.
Thanks to John
Just gonna make the
Appleseed.
20 go yeah, something's up.
Something certainly up with the number 20. Oh my goodness, I think Drew Walker is trying to make a move on the inside. Oh, now he's got his position back after being threatened by Solomon Sheridan. Now we've got Joey Maddock joining in as well for the battle for 3rd place this time. At least try and get John Appleseed out of the way. The cars are coming in. They're closing in. There is a Reuter leading the next pack of cars, and they're going closer. That means Cat Rose and I think Avery Hamilton will join in for the battle for third place. And they're not going to believe it when they're seeing John Appleseed holding the cars up.
Oh, final.
47
Walker's
looking
gonna
for the pass
try to
on the
pass.
20.
The
Unable to do
20's
that. Slots in behind the 20.
Let's take a look at the
20's
leaders.
Doing something. I don't know what it is.
Let's take a look at the leaders. As Richard Page Jr. is still leading with Jerry Chen right behind him. But all eyes are still on John Appleseed as Drew Walker is making a move, trying to lap John Appleseed down if he can.
The 9's dropping. I can tell the 9's dropping. Something's wrong with the 9. They're dropping.
47 staying side by side with the 20 heading in turns 1 and 2.
Down to 25th, I think. I saw the
He-
9
right.
down to 25th. Yeah.
You're right.
Something's wrong with the 9.
Obviously, you saw the ticker, but not me. But yeah, he's down to 25th. Riley Hill.
The 18 though is 8. I think what the 9's doing is maybe letting the 18 go out, having like the more better car of the team. So then like
In terms of
let
favor.
her get the points.
In terms of favor, I guess.
Maybe it's a favor. I don't know. It's an AI game. I don't really know what the hell's gonna happen.
We'll
As
see
they are
about it.
getting really like.
Everybody bunching up. 4 goes to the inside of the 99.
LaForge
Oh,
Henry,
99 just
LaForge Henry he led at least a couple of laps at some point early in the race, but she is dropping back as well. Same as the posted of Richard Herman. She's now into 16th.
all the 18 has to do is just get points.
4 ran up on the back bumper of the 14.
Or hope for a caution.
Solomon Sheridan is now in front of Drew
Which,
Walker.
I mean-
Drew Walker is not happy. I think there is going to be some hell going along at the end of the race. How are these cars allowed to stay where they are when they're about to be lapped?
11
John-
trying to adapt to the inside of the 20, but has to get oil off the gas in order to make the corner. But he's approaching fast on the side of the 20. Is he going to be able to get there?
I think he's
And
going to
side
make
by
it
side
this
on
time.
the front straightaway.
He's going to make it this time. That
20
gives the
and
opportunity.
Alagio's gonna
for
try to help.
number two car.
Alagio's gonna help.
Side by side, 2 by 2 through
Oh,
turns
that's
1 and 2.
gonna.
That is going to
Oh,
That's
the
gonna-
47
way
just
out of
did.
the gap.
that is going to give him a lot of anger now. Now he's alone, still right behind him. But these two cars have made it. Now they've got Joy Maddox to pass to get third place if they can. I think Solomon Sheridan with a slightly better car than the car in front of him, Joy Maddox.
And news from the 9 team. Issue with engine issues. So that's why the
Engine issues.
9's dropping back a little bit.
And engine issues, are obviously common in NASCAR racing.
Coming from the driver,
43 jumping ahead of the 36 by about 6 or 7 car lengths.
Coming from the driver saying that they feel like they lost a piston or cylinder, whatever the crap they call it.
Oh man, the 36 jumped back up on the 43, about 3 car lengths between them now.
Oh, he's back up.
On his back bumper.
They are
Oh, he had to jump
continuing.
out of the throttle.
How many points does JC have compared to SLR?
I'm not sure. I've
they have,
obviously
like,
counted the
what?
points. Well, I need to
'Cause-
speak to Cam Wright about this.
Petty
Petty-
finished second.
Yes.
Petty finished second at Daytona. Then, where did he finish at Dega? I gotta go look. He finished outside the top 10, if I'm correct. Let me
I think so.
check. I'm like trying to calculate it inside my head. Okay, where is it? Where would it be? Would it be points or no? It'd be results. There we are. Okay, Petty finished 15th at Dega. So, where did Chen finish?
Drew Walker has finally got past John Appleseed
13.
to lap him. lap him down, finally. After all this patience. Impatience, more like it.
That's gonna basically. So, in theory,
What is wrong with your
Ray will
microphone?
still lead the points. Maybe
An
if
army
she
is
can make
currently
up some
leading the
more like
points.
position. But
Obviously.
36 once again, starting to lose the 43, three turns 3 and 4.
I think I fixes my mic better.
About 12. Car lengths back. Lost 8/10 of a second on the 43 of Richard Petty Jr. About a 4-second gap between second and third here at the Darlington Raceway. Running about 2 wide, 20 goes to the pass on the 9.
Joe Maddox is getting
Here we
lapped by
go.
John Appleseed. John Appleseed thinks he's better than anyone else, like Tyree Lowell did back at Daytona. He's still on good tires right now, and still in a raceable condition. We've got other cars joining in. Alright,
Okay,
Alejo wants to join in.
like I was saying, because apparently my mic was being an idiot. Ray would still lead if she made up, like, maybe a couple positions.
Potentially.
Like, as in the points.
Obviously, the points
But
were
if
too
she has,
great.
But if she has, like, a bad race next week, she's going to lose the points lead.
Yeah.
To Petty. That's if Petty wins. And if
About
Petty
8,
does,
bumper to bumper down the front straightaway.
as of right now, it looks like Petty might win.
John Appleseed is not giving up for whatever reason. Drew Walker is still looking at the rear of Solomon Sheridan. Oh, he attempts to make a move on if he can.
On his back bumper down the back straightaway. Does he have the momentum to make the move? Jerry Chen losing another 8/10 of a second on the lead of the 43 of Richard Petty Jr. I think 47 has the race car to pass the 11 of Solomon Sheridan. Looks like the 11 is holding up the 47, the 20, and the 90. The 90 starting to catch the 20 once again. These three cars running bumper to bumper, coming out of the corner. We'll see if any passes happen. Everybody running about a single file.
At least on this very group.
3 and 4.
Thing that's Leyden Hill up into 10th place. He's currently in the top 10 at least. Interesting for him. He obviously started as far as 28, 29th. But at least with the yellow flag, has gave him the huge advantage to make up front. Drew Walker has gone past Solomon Sheridan. And let's see if he can get up towards the front. In fact, right now, thanks to Drew Walker, we now have a JC Motorsports 1, 2, and 3. That's pretty rare to see for a team. Don't know what the last time we saw a team leading 1, 2, 3. We've seen a lot of 1, 2s, but not over 1, 2, 3. That might be the first time before. That might be the first time ever in this series.
Yeah, possibly.
Definitely possible.
Shen gained back about a 10th of a second back on his teammate, the 43 of Richard Petty Jr. Like JC Motorsports having a good day with 13 of Cat Rose in 8th. So it looks like these two cars, the 47 of Drew Walker and the 11 of Solomon Sheridan, have pulled away from the rest of the bunch of the race cars behind them by about a couple or...
Oh, as of right now, the 18 is in 18th. Ray has moved up a little bit. But can that actually help her, though? I don't know.
James Jameson falling like a rock, probably in 30th right now. when jumping inside of, I think that was either the 99 or the 20.
Let's take a look at Thomas
And
Giuliano.
the
He's the
three
one.
is, I have no idea.
He's the one who got his engine blew up just at the very last race, and we initially caught that on camera. That
We
should be
caught
like a
that.
meme. That should be like a meme. We should do a meme
Yeah,
for
the
Thomas Giuliano.
three, like the three's engine just blowing up at like the last second.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if
I think what happened was, I think I know what happened. I think on the last lap, because
yeah,
I still was going around for my last lap because they had just finished the race.
yeah.
I think when he was coming out of the pits, I think he revved it a little too much, and then the engine just blew.
Maybe. But I guess it's more like, I think there's some sort of curse going along to Giuliano. First
We're gonna re-nickname Austin Leung to Torpedo Man. He's now the Torpedo.
Oh, he's a torpedo. Coming like a torpedo.
He's gonna. He came at me like a torpedo.
Exactly, that's what Vettel said in F1 in the last few years ago.
I actually found out that I was reading earlier that apparently Kvyat that's losing his seat at Alpha, and I'm actually mad about that. Like
Alpha.
Red Bull cannot
Oh, yeah.
give Kvyat a break. Yeah, the secondary team.
Yes, that's right. Alfa Romeo. Well, obviously.
No, not Romeo. Tari. Alpha Tari.
Oh, pardon me.
They,
I heard
remember
Alpha.
they,
So, all right.
renamed,
Oh, all right. Well, Kvyat. Yeah, he's
there's
been.
two Alphas in F1 now.
Well-
Hey,
Have to
Sarkin out of
go.
pits. Who is it?
Okay, no problem, Jameson. The Force Hamry just got pitted. I think the round of pits are coming up pretty soon.
Oh, okay.
So, let's see other cars are pitting. Force Hamry seems to have made a really early pit stop, actually. Oh,
Yeah, it looks like it might be from
that's
that
Arthur
damage.
Xavier in the pits, I think. Yeah, Arthur Xavier is in the pits.
18's trying to.
Sorry.
I think the 18's trying to pit, but they're not letting her by. Something's up.
We see Arthur Xavier. And don't know what's up to. Oh, he's making a move right now.
As I mentioned, CT Motorsports actually did 1-2-3 at Martinsville. So this
Oh,
is
yeah.
really this is the first time for C Motorsports to have a 1-2-3.
GC
This isn't the
Motorsport.
first time in the series though.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I almost forgot. Is it Martinsville? Well, I don't know. But either way,
Yeah, it was
it's
Martinsville.
anything's possible because obviously we get free car for Team 4 car team. Oh my goodness me, what's going on down here? Arthur Xavier made a bit of a dangerous move
No.
in going in front of the leaders, man. Oh dear, we better watch
Well
out, man.
done. Well done.
Up as in 31st
Look,
place as Austin
Already
Leon
past
pits.
halfway. Already past halfway. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, already. Yeah, thank goodness. Well, let's take a look down back at the leaders. Ritter Page Jr. is still leading, and he's gaining a lot of
Front.
grip down there. And he'll be approaching the lap cars pretty soon, but that may not be for long because
I have this little theory. I think what happened at last race. I think I think JC might be trying to have Petty win, so maybe possibly they could maybe stage another contract. But I mean, that's my theory. I don't really think that could happen.
we'll see about that. Anything's possible, but as we
Well,
can see,
Yeah, because it's possible, but at the same time, it's not. So yeah.
everything's potential.
they're still running 1, 2, 3.
John Appleseed, we do quite expect him to. I think he's not going to be making another pit stop after everyone has theirs. Obviously, he's made a really early pit stop, but of course, what's to see is that these tires at least may not last as of now to the end of the race.
No, they probably won't. Speaking of which, when are the leaders still need to pit?
Well, most cars are still yet to pit. There will likely be a wave of cars coming in, a huge wave of cars coming in. Ryan and Army making up for lost ground.
And Nami, who's
She's battling
right
alongside
up
pole
ahead of
sitter.
the 53.
The pole sitter of Richard Herman. He's urging to get back up the field if he can. He's trying to get past Ryan and Army, and unfortunately, as you can see in front of him, we've got one of the public enemies is Rickroll up into 16th place.
So Nami up back down to 18th, and the other Appleseed, Sally, in 19th. She's still
That she's right there in 19th place. Yeah, Sally Appleseed.
Well, to be honest, I actually really didn't think that the 18 was actually going to have like a two back-to-back race win. I actually wasn't expecting that.
Well, I mean,
it's NR.
even with the rating system and stuff, I don't think she really gained anything, because she hadn't finished in the top 3 last
I'd say it's lost.
year, and of course the team didn't finish in the top 3 last season, and yeah, I mean it was for the. I mean, at least it's for the race.
So basically, just lost.
Indeed. I don't think she's gained any, but she did score an extra point temporarily for the next race to Talladega, which gave her the better edge at least.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty weird that lower point drivers can still win, but it's a good thing to know that anyone can win still.
Anyone technically can win in this series. I mean, Ayanami did prove it. I mean, she did. Both SLR cars proved it in the last 2 races. I mean, Lowell came almost dead last in the 500 and was leading for a couple laps actually. And Ayanami actually came from, I think, 2 places ahead of Tari.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it does prove that anyone does have a chance to win.
Speaking of which, now I'm seeing 2 different kind of Dodge. Well, 2 different versions of Dodges make up in 3 different Dodges. We have Rickroll and Richard Herman in the 2015 Dodge, and we see Ryan Army in the 2016 Dodge. I think this is possible that we could make, the 2016 Dodge the only Dodge available for next season, so we could discontinue the 2015 Dodgers from the series from next season. But
actually, the Dodges that the SLR has been using have been the 2014 Dodges. So they
2014.
They got a little bit of age in them, and I think they're pitting already.
Oh, they're pitting already. Yeah, pitting already. The leaders are pitting in. Richard Petty Jr. is pitting in.
Wait, someone beat Petty out of the pit.
No, that was a lap car, I think. That was a lap car, I think.
Oh.
Was it? No, Alejo. Alejo's
out.
I'm not sure. Maybe they pitted before. No, they came in last lap. That is Leighton Hill. But we don't.
Check the standings. See.
Well, it won't. Well, Solomon Sheridan currently lead. I think he's staying out. Is he staying out?
Sheridan.
Oh, he just came in.
Sheridan's pit. Oh.
Ooh, that was close.
Oh.
That was close.
No, that was contact. I saw contact.
Let's take a look at the replay to see if it is true. Meeks and Sheridan. In fact, they're rivals. They were rivals last season, so I think. Oh, doesn't seem to be actually contact.
Oh yeah, see.
It was really close, but it wasn't actual contact. It was really close, but I mean, Solomon Sheridan must have got in by surprise with Kendrick Meeks.
Must have, but that was close. That could have been something bad. Anyway, back to the live.
That was
So
always. Sheridan is still leading at the moment, but we cannot confirm yet. He has gone out of the pits. Oh, where they are the leaders right now coming in. I think Jerry Chen is leading. No, Richard Petty Jr. is still leading after round of pit stops with Jerry Chen in second place and Drew Walker still in third place. Solomon Sheridan still in fourth.
We're
unfortunate.
not live, by the way.
We are still. Oh, not yet. My bad. We are back.
It's now live.
Richard Petty Jr. is getting caught up with lap cars. I don't think he's going to be happy now that Jerry Chen is probably the one that is going to be catching him back really soon. Richard Petty Jr. is leading.
Everyone is down. Now, Lowell and Ayanami are now both down a lap.
Not on my screen.
I think.
Well, that's probably the pit stops. It will. It will.
I'm drunk.
Yeah, you are drunk. Richard Petty Jr. is not happy right now. You can see he's trying to get past the lap car.
Petty's on the high side.
Petty is getting high right now.
He did. Okay. To be honest, Petty did deserve the 500, but at the same time, Ayanami did take a good advantage on the last lap.
It was a huge heartbreak.
This race,
it was a huge heartbreak for the Petty family.
So if he wins this race, it'll be redemption.
Pretty much. I mean, Darlington's for an interesting track, but Daytona would have been a dream win for Richard Petty Jr.
No, worry, we still got next year.
Well, we'll see.
Next year with a new team and a new car.
Yeah.
Leland's gonna hate it. Leland's gonna hate that if we actually do discontinue the 2014 Dodge, he's not gonna be happy because then I gotta upgrade my Dodges.
Wait, I mean, so your Dodges are the 2014 Dodgers, not the 2015 Dodgers. So that means
those are the 20.
So yours is older.
Yeah, 2014 Dodges. That's why you can. Yeah, we use the older ones.
Well,
one because I like them. They look good.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what we could do in the future of the Dodgers, which I think it will look better if we have one version of the Dodge, to be homologated in the series.
Yeah.
From next season, we'll see about that. We see Terry Lowell.
Yeah, but where is he right now? As of right now, we'll still run our 2014 Dodgers.
For now, yes. That Leland Hill in front of Lowell. No, that's Riley Hill. He's down into 24th place.
Yeah, Riley, who was involved in a incident. Was it Riley or was it the fifth? Who was involved again?
Kendrick Meeks, I think. Well, Riley Hill did sort of get involved, but he went right into it. But obviously, he just saved it. He just saved himself from causing, further damage to his car.
Tari's faster than the 15. I think Tari's got a better run car at the moment. Maybe SLR fixed the issue with the engine, but
maybe it's to do with the grip, but the performance inside is much better. I guess mainly the tire that they need to work on.
Yeah, performance has gotten a lot better for that number 9. As we look from the back of Riley Hill, saying this right now, if this was a multiplayer series, I would not be running in that place. I would be dead last. I am not good at Darlington.
I'm a bit crap at
right now.
I'm technically a bit crap at online racing. Well, Roblox obviously is the easiest to online race, but
Roblox is I can being in a series for almost like 3 years and only just getting his first ever win.
Yeah.
Like not even like a month ago.
I
come from experience that there's some chassis that you can ace in, and then there's the other ones that are just you can't do really good in. because they're really difficult. And then
Avery
that
Hamilton made his pit stop. Made his pit stop again? I don't know.
Something's up with the 5 then. Maybe a problem, but they're gonna come right in front of the 18, who is the leader of the points. She is going to try to go high.
He's going to try and... Oh, Riley Ionomi there she is.
Yeah, Oh, it looks like there's gonna be a couple Dodges fighting for this. And Ionami's gonna get it, and yeah.
Whoa. Head back up towards the front.
And with the news, SLR is still pretty ticked off at JC Motorsports about their accusation of the owner driver of trying to block for the win. Yeah, they're not going to be having good
relationship.
Good team picnics from now on.
Yeah, family dinners you call that. Ooh.
Family, yeah.
Yeah. I was just about to say the top 3 are getting close to each other. As Richard Petty is struggling to get through the lap car. At least he's got a lap car behind him, so now he's got a bit of breathing space for now, unless the 2 cars of Jerry Chen and Drew Walker trying to get past. Drew Walker gets past Jerry Chen for second place. That was a move. Now we've got Cam Wright Jr. Cam Wright Jr.
Slide job.
Cam Wright Jr. is definitely gonna put up with the 2 JC Motorsports cars for what he had done to them, as well as the other cars in the last race of the Talladega. They were not happy with Cam Wright Jr. driving with no hood and just continue to race on whilst being continuously lapped down.
Yeah.
He's currently down in 28th place. That is no points.
But good thing for sure is SLR, both cars are in the points at the moment. So possibly maybe some good could come out of this race.
Maybe.
I don't know, maybe.
So where is Solomon Sheridan? There he is. He's down to 4th place. He's got a lot of... Oh, Leyland Hill is up at the 5th place. He's catching up a little bit. Probably he can join the JC Motorsports at very, very soon.
Sheridan, who won 2 races, the first driver to win 2 in a row last year. They did contend for the championship. But we also have to remember that this is technically SLR's first try at Darlington, so this will basically be somewhat of a practice race.
Test session, I guess.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Alejo.
Neither driver have actually been here. I mean, like I said, they only did mainly practice at the super speedways.
Yeah, they have a lot of practice down there. Oh, Cat Rose up into 7th, so that makes... Jason Motorsports cars in the top 10. Joey Maddox, who was his
SLR does not want that to happen, because that'll possibly get JC to lead the constructor standings, or whatever the crap we call it, the team standings. I don't know.
Well, constructors teams, in F1 we call it constructors. Here we call it whatever.
Then we call it's manufacturer, team, and driver.
Yeah, that's what IndyCar says.
As of right now, it's Dodge who's leading the manufacturer, I think.
Well, there were only 2 Dodges. Well, no, there were more than 2 Dodges. There were a few Dodges, but not a lot of them. I think Toyota and Chevys are still dominating the field at the moment, with a few Dodges, 1 Honda, and can't remember anything. Oh, obviously 4 Cadillacs.
Where did we get a Honda in here? Who's driving the Honda?
That's Sally Appleseed. This is the only Honda on the field right now.
So the
She's right there.
the 99 is a Honda. I never knew that. I always thought it was a Toyota by the looks of that.
I did mention that in
And
the race at Daytona.
Pole sitter, of the 53, the pole sitter is losing ground a lot. Must have had something going on in the pits.
Oh, you got... Who's that? Riley Hill, but I think he's lapped down. Is he lapped down?
Oh, Lowell. Here comes the next year's could-be teammates.
Tyree Lowell. And Richard Petty Jr. is coming. Let's not deny Richard Petty Jr.'s victory here at Darlington, like what he did for Riley Hill. Okay, Austin Leon leading the pack as the two teammates, Jerry Chen and Drew Walker. Jerry Chen back into second place after being passed like a boss by Drew Walker. There is Jameson.
9 team is saying that they're telling their drivers to let the 43 by. The 43 will pass Lowell. They will go a lap down, but at the same time, they are going to be teammates next season, so that'll be good.
Yes.
And that'll probably be the most cars that SLR has ever had, because, well,
yes,
in other series they've usually only had 1 or 2. So this will be a big stepping stone for Sean Lowell Racing.
Especially with, their victory that they had. I think they've won as a team more than any other driver with 3 victories. I think, if I can remember. I'm not sure about CT Motorsports. Because
Hill Meeks have only just got their championship, and they only what?
One win, one race.
Yeah, 1 win, and it was the last time the last part of the season last year.
Yes.
SLR they only had 1 win last season, but it was 9th race of the season.
Mm-hmm.
It was I don't know when it was, but then I don't know what happened, but the Super Speedway package I guess must have helped the 18. 18 had a tear at both Dega and Daytona.
Cat Rose has gone past Alejo.
And I think the 43 probably has gone past the 9 by now.
Not yet, but he is making a move.
Right now. I think the 9's doing what they did back at Ega, trying to stay on the lead lap. Maybe they don't want to go a lap down.
Already, we're now 6 laps to go. Wow, and the 29 has just retired. Don't know what happened to 29, but he is now out of the race. Less than 10 laps to go, and Richard Petty Jr. is closing in to hopefully get his first victory.
It's bound to happen at the moment if Tari doesn't let the 43 by.
Jerry Chen is on the charge now.
'43 should try to pass down the backstretch.
He wants to make a dream come true. But I mean, it's a shorter track, so I don't think there's much time left. So let's take a look at the last laps. Richard Petty Jr. is, well...
It looks like the 43's got it this time. 43 down to the inside.
43 is getting... well, thanks to Tyree Lowell, his lap times are getting slower, and that gives Jerry Chen the opportunity to make a move. And Richard Petty Jr. has got it to work this time, and he's gone past and has lapped Tyree Lowell. So now he's got a bit of breathing space at the moment. Hopefully, Jerry Chen doesn't cause a huge scare,
we
or
are, I
Daryl
think,
Lowe doesn't
4 to
cause a huge
go.
scare.
And it looks like the 2 team owners are between each other. And it looks
Jerry
like Chen's
Chen
got an issue. Chen's getting passed.
Jerry's getting passed not just by the lap car, but Drew Walker. Now Drew Walker's up into second place, and Drew Walker immediately gets a move on pass. What happened here?
The 10 in the wall.
10 into the wall. Hope this doesn't cause a wreck, as Jerry Chen barely gets past. What was going along with Perez Jr.? I think he put too much pressure while getting past, or at least being drafted, and he ended up into the wall. You can see the car's shape. How many
laps to go are we now?
We've got 3 laps to go. We've got a bit of time to take a look at the replay and see what happened there. I think it was more patience.
It looks like Walker. Looks like Walker was like trying to pass, but I guess. Oh, yeah, it must have just happened right when Walker was passing. Anyway, let's see how this finish gets through. See how this goes.
Let's see.
So we are about 2 to go this time.
Richard Petty Jr. He's got another lap car coming in, but of course he's not that worried about it right now because he's still got clean space ahead. I mean, if he can make a lap car, that'll definitely be it for Richard Petty Jr. Oh, already
Petty down
1
to the
lap.
He's going to try to pass.
2 laps to go. 2 laps to go.
Going to come to the white flag.
As you can see,
time around Darlington.
As we see on the stall that the white flag has been shown, Richard Petty Jr. His win certainly is going to be for him. This is certainly going to be his day. For him, he wants to
down the backstretch for the final time.
Not
Petty,
yet. One more corner to go.
That win at Daytona.
Just one more corner to go.
That. As they come out of turn 4.
And there he's got it. You can see the checkered flag. He takes the victory.
Richard Jr. is a winner finally.
Finally,
Richard Petty Jr.
is a winner. And the winner of this race at Darlington. Yes, Richard Petty Jr. wins Darlington. Drew Walker second place. And Jerry Chen third place. What an interesting race today had been. And who is in fourth place? Solomon Sheridan.
Gonna put
Layden Hill, fifth.
Where did
Cat Rose sixth. Joy Maddox seventh. Kendrick Meeks up into 8th place despite that incident earlier on in the race.
14 for Ayanami.
Ayanami 14th. Elijah 9th.
Yeah, she's 14th.
And Roberto Crown Jr. 10th. That is your top 10. Whoa, Reunion Army doing okay. I think it's most certain she will retain her lead, at least after this race. We'll have to. This will be down to Cam Wright to sort them out. Let's take a look at the fastest lap times. The number 20 will take fastest lap of the race today. Well, that must have been a good race. Not only Richard Petty Jr. won, but a team 1, 2, 3 for JC Motorsports. With Cat Rose in 6th place. So that's another great way for the JC Motorsports to achieve. All drivers have finished in the top 10. We take a look down the order. We see a number of cars have been lapped. Tara Lowell and Perez Delta, the guy who got hit into the wall later on in the closing stages of the race. Jameson, Cam Wright Jr., Austin Leong, Dylan Hayden, Arthur Xavier, John Appleseed, LaForge Henry, Jun Miyazaki, and Avery Hamilton. Tristan Mendoza retired. Maybe we can take a look at how he retired. Maybe he went into pits and say he's got a problem. But either way, let's see what has happened to Tristan Mendoza. I don't think he collided with anyone. I think he's just more like going to the pits and saying he's got an issue.
Let's see what happens if.
Oh, his engine blew up.
Oh,
A blowout.
yeah, he had an engine.
His engine must have gave. I think it's to do with the valve. Must have something blocked inside, and then the engine must have, had it, and couldn't do it no more. So that's caused, Tristan Mendoza to retire from the race. A devastating day for Tristan Mendoza, who was one of the winners last season. I think that was at
They're saying the
can't
14
remember.
of Dex Miyazaki might have had problems.
Potentially. I mean, he was definitely involved in that collision with John Palmer and Dylan Hayden in the number 48. Well, let's take a look back down and see.
Leland Hill, his best finish of the season with P5, I think.
Yes, P5, that's his best of the season. Probably not the best in his career. I think he finished third in a race last season. I think that was his best so far. Oh, no. Second place, my bad. That was Watkins Glen.
Say right now, the 14 had was in 13th and then went down to 30th. Must have had some major engine issues then.
Okay, there's some. I think I've pushed it too much. Okay, I can't do it no more. Okay, it's gone crazy. Whatever. Yeah, I can't play the replay for that collision again. But anyway, Roger Petty Jr. finally wins. And a great day for JC Motorsports. We shall be moving on to our next track. I think most likely it will be tomorrow. Probably not today, because it's getting late. So, yeah, the next race we'll be heading to race 5, I think. No, race 4. Yeah, at Kentucky. Yes, we should call it the KFC Cup. Whatever. The KFC Cup race, because it's Kentucky, you know what?
The Kentucky Fried Cup.
Kentucky Fried Cup, yeah, I think we should call that for the race. Yes, the Kentucky Fried Cup is up next. And let's we'll see if how will the race end? How will the race be for? Will it be any excitement and stuff? But yeah, this has been much better than last two races. Well, no offense to SLR and Iron Army, but this race has produced. This race has produced some interesting things going along.
Another first this season. JC finally gets their first ever win, and Cadillac gets their first ever win.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
it has definitely paid off. And this is certainly going to be a challenge. I think SLR Racing could be up for the challenge with a couple of other teams, hopefully to win, their to contend for the team's championship. So probably we can see Jason Motorsports and I think Hill Mix Racing in the mix to contend alongside SLR Racing if they can. Obviously, SLR Racing does have fewer drivers than Hill Mix and Jason Motorsports. That is a bit of a handicap to try and score as much points as they can. But whatever time can tell, anything can happen. So, right.
Yeah, anything could happen. So,
exactly.
That was a good race. I'll be heading off.
Right, me too, yeah, because I got things to do. Alright then, so thank you all, everyone, for watching the stream. And we're going to wrap it up short and sweet. I shall see you guys next race at Kentucky. Take care and ciao. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Right. I'll